Okay, B. Scott, this is a response to your latest video about your coming out story. Excuse the place, I'm actually in the process of moving out. This is my soon-to-be former office. But anyways, okay, Jay's coming out story. Let me be extra serious. Actually, no. I had a pretty decent, pretty good coming out story. Okay, before I came out, there was the outing experience for myself within that little interpersonal, not really conflict, but kind of awakening. I knew I was madly in love with men since the age of 5 or 6, whichever. First grade, really. First, maybe even kindergarten, but first grade, really. I had crushes going back to first grade. I can name names, but for the sake of them, whoops, I haven't seen them in years, like 20 years. So there was RK, Justin, Anthony, two Anthonys. So I had my crushes dating back to fourth grade, or first grade, really. But I didn't understand. I didn't understand it. I just knew this is how I felt. This is how I've always felt. Being 5 or 6, my whole life, So I'm the type of person that is completely bent on my feelings. If it feels right to me, as far as myself and my life, then that's what it is, And who I am is how I feel on inside and out. So that's how I felt. So there's no conflict there. But I didn't see myself as gay or straight or anything like that, because I didn't even know there was a difference. I thought it was just people like people. And then I was maybe 11 or 12 when I was watching Real World. I was crazy over Real World, just like the rest of us. At least at that time, when it was something decent, MTV, get it real. And they were having, I can't remember what season it was, but they were talking about sexuality, and they were throwing out words like heterosexual, homosexual, gay, straight, and it dawned on me, there is a difference. Like, there is like classification, there's the gays in this box, there's the straights in this box. And that's where I realized, oh, okay, I'm what they call homosexual. I guess I'm gay, And that was it was very, I just say it out loud while I'm watching Real World, but I said it to myself, and it was kind of a matter of fact type of thing. So, mind you, at the same time, I had a huge crush, which was pretty obvious to me, on Leonardo DiCaprio. I'd walk around with magazines talking about Leo all the time. I don't know how my parents didn't find out that. Anyways, but my official coming out to the public was freshman year. Again, me being me, very likable, very funny, outgoing, very sociable, I was very popular. Not in the, oh my god, like totally popular, but just in the whole, I'm real and I'm likable. I love people. Anyways, so I had a lot of guy friends who were predominantly straight or so-called straight, many of whom came out after high school. And some of them were the jocks. And two of my closest friends, male friends, were jocks. And these two that I'm talking about, we developed a very close relationship with that was more than your average bro relationship, bro friendship, There's a lot of flirting going on and a lot of suggestive language within our jokes and within our casual conversations, a lot of flirting, which actually helped break out of my shell. I came out to myself, but I still had the shell of, do I feel comfortable enough to flirt with other men? But two of them, I won't say their names because I don't want to start any drama in case anyone from high school who's all over my Facebook sees this. So, but especially one of these two, I'll call this person, I don't know, person A or something. And person A and I really had a really close relationship, and there was a lot of emotional and playful physical contact, even in study hall and classrooms, whatever. And we would write notes back and forth to each other. I would stay up all night writing, thinking about him and writing notes and then passing it to him. And we always make plans and flirt and woo woo woo. Well, me being me, because that's all I know how to be, is me. Um, People started questioning. Even though they still liked me, they just started questioning and talking amongst themselves. But never asked me. So, I didn't understand that. Ask the person you're curious about. Always ask the person. Go straight to the source. Don't sit here and speculate. But anyways, freshman year, the second dance of that year, the turnabout or whatever it was called, me and my best friend Lauren, who I had previously told that I'm homosexual, maybe weeks ago, maybe a month. No, actually, before Halloween, just before Halloween, I told her. So it was kind of between us and our little friendship circle, but it wasn't hidden. It was just something that I don't have to go around telling everyone I'm gay. It's who I am. I don't need to advertise, and people don't need to act like, oh my God, he's gay. It's who I am. So I'm not gonna front, and people shouldn't front about me either. But we went to the dance. It wasn't Megan. It was Lauren. Me and Lauren. And we were grinding and doing all the sexy dancing, shaking the hips, show it how it is, And after the dance, people thought that me and her were dating because we were very close, very, very close, I guess. We weren't making out or anything. We were just very close, dancing, having a great time, And apparently that's the sign of heterosexual dating, so. And she laughed and said, oh, he's gay. Oh, no, he's gay, honey. We are not in a relationship. And laughed, because she thought, it's not something to take seriously. This is who he is. Well, it spread like wildfire, not flower, flower power, but wildfire. And, yeah. So, after that, then people got the balls to actually ask me, and I said yeah. It was my friend Sandy. She was a good friend of mine then, and if I saw her today, I'd be like, hey girl, I miss you. But it was Sandy who asked me in whatever class it was, and she said, are you a gay? I'm like, if there's different units of us, yes, I'm a gay, but really I'm homosexual. And she said, oh, okay, and asked all the other questions like, how'd you know? And I said, I've always known. Didn't take me a lot to find out that I'm black, so, I've always known. So after that, everyone knew. It spread like wildfire. I lost some friends, I gained new ones, but it didn't hurt me at all. It didn't hurt me. I like to know who my enemies are, and I don't really believe in enemies, but I want to know who the real people are versus the fake people. So there's issues here and there, but me being me with my sense of humor, I loved it. I loved it all, people were giving me even more attention. So, and then, since, I'm out, I had this responsibility to represent people who are homosexual or LGBT or different in some sort and they're afraid to be themselves. I automatically took on the responsibility of being the activist, the outspoken person for them from the get-go, because there was a lot of serious things going on, like coaches making homosexual jokes in class, not when I'm around because I'm too outspoken, but there's a lot of things going on through the woodwork that I felt I needed to speak out on. So I became a news editor for the Bark, which was our newspaper, and I vocalized everything. I vocalized all these social issues, racism, homophobia, sexism, it all, as well as covering little politics stuff. But basically, I confronted everyone and said, what you're doing and trying to do and joke about behind my back is not good. And yeah, so there's a lot of people who hated me for it. Well, there's some who hated me for it, and there was a lot more people who respected me for it. But that was my coming out experience, and that's the reason why I'm an activist. And I also believe every gay person or lesbian, bisexual, whoever you are, once you come out, oh, you're automatically an activist because people turn you into one. So, whatever. Love you, B. Scott. Thank you so much for all that you do, and I love watching you. Keep doing what you're doing, baby. Get it, girl. Get it.